Every CNC machine handles around 10 pieces.
So these are the...
Look at the profile. So they extrude it like this, right?
Yeah.
Then what do they do after they extrude it?
They cut it for corners, drill the holes, and do other screw holes on the top. And I think there are around 27 screw holes, like on this panel. Yeah, so they're gonna drill them, and then they're gonna put the threading in them. They're gonna drill the holes for the probes, the windshield handles, and the probes, and the feet. There's 4 big holes, 4 corners, 2 chamfer, and screw holes on the rib.
Cool.
Like what you see.
And then what do they put on this again? They're gonna put those parts there.
Yeah. So when this panel is finished, which we don't have right here, we'll have a sample, and these will be fitted in here. And then they'll make a full-size panel. And then they'll make a complete panel with each little part placeholder in. And the probe and the feet and the handle, once they are secured, it's gonna get secured. They're, like all these parts are getting secured. They're gonna be very rigid.
Production has started. We have this guy that's doing the QC checks in the holes. Make sure all the aluminium's out. Also have another one here in cutting. Cutting another one up. The wheels are in motion. And we are in production. See there, cutting it up. Calculating everything. Hubble hull. Hull. Yeah, what they do is they have a look at it, inspect it, and we have 3 lines going on here. But this is just one of them. And as you can see here, they come in at 10 pieces. So we've got another one here, and we have all these that have to be put through this machine. And we also have the front panels that need to be put through this machine. And as we showed before, there we go, waiting to go to do some sandblasting. So we have that there, and for those that didn't see it last time, this is the top and bottom panel. And then what happens here, as you can see, we have all these things lined up. We have you know, all the production file. This means this is in production. You have your CNC machine here. The engineer puts these things into the CNC machine, and then they have to accurately calculate with this caliper to make sure that the width and all the dimensions are right. But once they do this part, they will then put this into the machine, and then they will cut the edges on this extrusion. And then here, as you can see, that's for the front, and we have these nice pieces for the back. And then they'll be cutting that out, and we'll find a way to, we have a process to put that on. And we are in production. As you can see here, once again guys, we are in production for CNC. We are in production for the extrusion. We are in production. I will say it again. We are in production. So I just want to say it again because there's a lot of people think we're not in production. We are in production, and they come in by 10. So we have a few people over there on that process machine that are doing some processes, and we have some guys over here doing some other processes for the Dune Pro case. Any words, Kevin?
We're still technically adjusting some of the parts here, because the mold on this, some of it, okay, I mean, it's like, everything is going, like, majority of the things are going right. There's some small issues, like,
adjustments.
Yeah, adjustments and the streamlining. Like, how do you de-blur the thing, and how do you get the scrap out of the board? Like, if you look at these ones which is drilling holes, they have a lot of scratches on the back of them. Like, if you see, I don't know if it's clear. Like, you have these little things.
It's a burring process.
Yeah, and these are an issue. Like, it's a problem. That's why it's like small issues. We need to find the mold. We need to solve it by collaborating with the process how this goes, as well as the blading tools in the CNC machine. That's why it's still these small issues. But
let's have a look at the extrusion, Kevin.
Yeah. Okay, we're actually having.
Kevin's on the phone. But if you look at these extrusions, come out to that. Looks beautiful. They come out 3 mils thick, guys. They're beautiful. And the extrusion comes out like this. Kevin's going to describe what happens.
So the extrusion comes out like this, and we're gonna kind of just cut the both sides, 4 corners. Like cut, and then cut these holes on top. The boards are 3 millimeters thick. This whole panel is 1.2 kilograms. Just this one. It's very heavy. It's probably heavier than, you know, like half the cases from other companies. Like just this one panel.
Half the cases from other companies. That's amazing.
It's very heavy. That's why it's like we have like a lot of these batches. We also in the future we need to design a special package, a special like holder for these items, because unlike other light cases or light components, these are very heavy. So we need to think about it when they're shipping this, when they're transporting this. How do we accommodate the weight of the product? Because they're heavy, right? I don't know if I can find any example here.
That's alright, that's okay.
Yeah, it's alright.
What about the other extrusion? Let's have a look at this one here. So that's and this is in production now, right?
Yeah.
Every CNC machine handles around 10 pieces.